Hashtag you tried it. 50 Shades of Fucked Up, baby. Welcome to Adrina's Realm, y'all. Hi, Adrina. This is Adrina's Realm, Season 6, Episode 7, entitled Coworker One-on-One. So this adrinisode is a general one. It's nothing personal about it. So I'm going to get right into it. So everybody knows that in America, no matter what part of the country you live in, there are 8-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts, 14-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts. But most of the time, the 12-hour shifts and 16-hour shifts are overtime. But some 12-hour shifts are regular. But anyway, when you are an employee and you come to work, you do your best. You don't get recognized for it. You run around like a dog with a smile and you help customers, co-workers, bosses of other departments or of the whole organization. I feel like those are the MVPs because they may not like their job, but they know they have bills to pay. So they're willing to chalk up certain things because they know they have something better coming along. And I feel like when you are helping another coworker without question, without objection, without quarrel, it's like I would expect when I have something going on and I need to take off or swap days that you will be able to do so. Now, me myself personally, I've never had that happen, but I've worked many jobs where that has happened, and it's not right because those people who are willing to switch days with you to make sure that your business is handled, I feel like they should be given that same amount of respect. And they should be able to come to you and say, hey, I need to swap days with you. Is this okay? These are the days I'm off. Whichever one of these days you want off, you can have whichever one you want. And y'all square it away and be done with it. Well, as it turns out, not everybody that you've been over backwards for will been over backwards for you. Again, I've had some things, said about me, but it wasn't like, bad stuff. But again, every job is not perfect, and you're going to encounter those things, and you have to know how to combat that. And I just learned to combat it with, okay, all right, I'll work on it. I'll do my best to improve. But at the same time, there are those times when it's like, really, bitch? Like, these motherfuckers want to bring Adrina out, they want to try it. I gotta remember I'm at work. I have to, know how to play it. But I just think that it's the employees that's in an hourly position, I feel like there are a lot of lines that aren't drawn and there is no loyalty. I feel like there is no loyalty. And that's ridiculous because people feel like if it's family, it's not a question, it's gonna get done no matter what the fuck you have to do. But when it comes to your coworkers, it's like, oh, well, shit, she on her own and he on his own. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. But you have to remember, you're going to be with those people that you want to fuck over and not help for 8 hours or 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours. You're going to be with those people. So you need to learn that it's going to come a time when they're going to need you and you have to go help them, whether it's a day swap or a situation or whatever. But at the same time, you know, if you need them to do something, they should be able to do it without question. It shouldn't be no reason why they can't do it. Because if I'm willing to switch my life around, come in a little earlier, you know, help them with things that I know I'm not on the clock to do, and I'm not getting paid for this, I'm gonna put that shit to the side because I know these people need help. But then but most times it's like, no, I'm not doing that because it's a catch. It's always some bullshit that comes with that. But this is not about me and my job. This is just, I'm generally speaking, but I know usually I would help somebody if they need it, go an extra mile because I know they can't do it at that moment. So I'll take it off their shoulders or whatever. And that's me in my personal life as well. But yeah, some co-workers that feel like I don't have to do shit, you're not on my shift, it's whatever. But even though, it's 3 shifts or 24-hour service, I may not be on your shift, but you're still my coworker. I still work with you. You may have to stay over. I may have to stay over. You may have to help with a jump start, or I may have to come help you with a jump start, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the situation is, it's gonna come a time when we have to work together, whether we like each other or not. And I think also liking your coworker plays a role in if they're gonna help you or not. If y'all like sisters, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help Leslie get her. I'm gonna help her. I'm gonna switch days with her. But if Kyle come ask you, well, I don't like him. He's an old perv, so I'm not gonna help him. He's just gonna have to call in sick. Bitch, what? That's how we doing that now. But this is the workplace. It's not like it's family that when they need something, you on their beck and call, you jump ship and you do it. And I'm not saying everybody's family is like that, because you have some families whose members do not get along at all. So no, they don't come at their beck and call. But you have some that are close knit and that's what they do, but they treat their co-workers like shit because you're not no kin to me. So I have bills to pay, I got mouths to feed, just like you do. So I'm not gonna jeopardize that because you need a day off. Like, who the fuck does that trifling shit? But there's many people that do, and I think it's disrespectful because that same person's toes that you're stepping on, they're willing to bend over backwards for you, whether you switch days with them or not. They're willing to help you because they know what kind of situation you have going on. They may not know it in detail, but they know you have something happening and you need that day off. It's something serious. So I feel like it's coworker one-on-one, or it's more like common sense. If someone bends over backwards for you, you should be able to do the same thing for them. It should be no reason why that other person that refusing to switch is refusing to switch. There should be no reason why. It should be okay, let's go get the paperwork filled out and let's get this shit situated. But it don't happen that way. This shirt, oh, I like it down, but I do not want to stay around my shoulders. But that's what it is. That's how it is now, and I think it's sad. But again, I know who I am as an employee and how I am as an individual and in my personal life. So that's what this adrinisode was about. How people, co-workers treat each other like shit. Well, not treat each other like shit. It's more like a one-sided thing where the other party is willing to help them, but the other person, the other coworker doesn't want to because they're not on your shift, or they don't like them, or whatever. But anyway, to those people who's willing to switch days without compromise or objection, thank you, because y'all the real MVPs. And the people who would but can't, y'all the MVPs too, because if you could, you would. And it's greatly appreciated. This is the old ensemble award. I took pictures with this last week. I was gonna do an adrinisode in this last week, but a bitch went out to the club and popped it a pimp and gave, made it rain. Well, I didn't make it rain. The money came from somebody else. I don't carry cash, but I did put my little dollar bill in the stripper's drawers for the first time. A bitch got her life. Oh my gosh. But anyway, let me calm the fuck down, bitch. Come back down to planet Earth, bitch. We're not on fucking planet Mandingo. But yes. So this is gonna be the 2 adrinisodes for this week, episode 6 and episode 7. I'll be back with you guys next Friday or Saturday, depending on comes to me, what comes to my mind. And I'll see you guys then. And as always, thank you, Adrinians, for loyally watching my web series. Thank you. Kisses.